So I am so excited to be with you, Deborah. First of all, I want to congratulate you on being one of our scholarship recipients. And I'd love to have you talk about how you came to FMCA. What was the impetus? What made you want to train with us to become a health coach?
Okay. First, I want to say thank you to you and the committee for selecting me. I'm so grateful and thankful, and I have to pinch myself every day, knowing that I'll be a part of this community. So for me, it's personal. I have dealt with obesity, gosh, for years and dealing with weight loss. And on the journey that I went on this time, I, instead of terming it a weight loss journey, it was a healing journey. And so I took the time out to, well, my doctor asked me, what do you really think it is? And I said, I think it's the way I handle stress. And I started reading more into that and doing more research on ways to not just lose weight, but also heal my body with from inflammation, eating more whole foods, being very intentional about curing, and I don't know, healing that thing within
Yeah.
me that was causing the weight to, or me to gain weight and retain weight. And so, yeah, so I went on that journey and I started just focusing on healing, gut healing, um, again, eating healthy food, uh, ways of reducing my stress with meditation, journaling. So just going in that route. And I documented it and took pictures along the way. And I realized once I completed, it took me 6 months to a little less than 6 months to lose close to 100 pounds.
Wow.
Not so much focusing on weight, but healing.
Hmm.
And I felt like, there's something to this. It's the best I've ever felt, and I want to share this with other people. Again, I documented it, but I'm like, well, where can I go and how can I extend this to others? And so after doing research, I found FMCA and thought, this is where I'm supposed to be, and this is where I can make that connection with other people who may be having the same struggle that I had with weight. And so that's how I got here.
Yeah, well, what an inspiring story. And I know that you're going to go on and use your training to really help so many people. Well, can you tell us what your current work is, the community you currently serve, and what you hope to do with your training?
So I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and how I got here to Tulsa was through the Tulsa Remote Program, which is the program that pays people $10,000 or remote workers to 10,000 to move to the community. And I was very intentional in coming here. I wanted to live on Greenwood, historical Greenwood, where the 1921 massacres took place, which was very unfortunate. But being here, I thought, you know what? I want to be intentional not only about where I live, but the community I build. And so I started volunteering with all of the different organizations that were here that were connected to that community, Justice for Greenwood, Terrence Crutcher Foundation. Um, and so through those programs, I got connected to the community and just understanding what were the issues and some of the concerns in the community. So that's the work I've been doing. And again, with the Tulsa Remote Program, the community that has been built just by being a part of that program and meeting people from all walks of life and all different types of professions
Yeah.
has given me, um, a different outlook, so to speak. I see it as my second act. So I came from higher education and now working in nonprofits with, grant writing and also, again, working with communities, underserved communities, and providing resources that will help them to, be productive citizens and do great things, and where there's gaps. So that's also what I found in working and volunteering with different organizations here, is seeing where the gaps were in the community. One of the things living on Greenwood, when I first got here, there was a clinic up the street that has now closed because they lost their funding. And also, this area is a food desert. And so, just looking at that and being in the community and being intentional about that, my thought was, how can I be of help? What can I do? And again, aligning myself with different organizations, nonprofits here, and volunteering, and also working in those organizations as well, to lend my expertise, and just being understanding about where these people are coming from, and giving a voice to the voiceless within these communities. So,
Wow. Yeah, and I really can see your FMCA training fitting right in to be able to go on to further help this community.
yes, definitely. I think that there's such a distrust among these populations in, the medical community, for various reasons. And I think that, offering culturally sensitive and coming from a coaching standpoint opposed to a prescription standpoint, because you hear so many people talking about, I'm on this medication. Even me, I've been fallen victim to that, being placed on so many different medications through my weight loss journey, um, and realizing, you know what, it really wasn't about those different medications or the prescription. It was really just healing
Yeah.
my body within, and and being able to share that with others again is exciting to me. But yeah, just losing the clinic and then being in a food desert, these, people don't have access. Underserved populations don't have access. And I think that functional medicine, it should not be tied to zip code or status. It should be something that's open to everyone. And hopefully I can bridge that gap as I move forward through this program.
Wow, that is so profound. I love that. It gives me goosebumps because I just picture you going out there after you graduate and really making a difference, helping thousands of people create health. And I saw that in you when I read your application. I just felt that it came through. What a huge difference you're going to make in this world. And we need you. We need functional medicine certified health coaches so badly going out to their communities and really helping people see that change is possible and facilitating that process. So I can't wait for you to start in March, and I want you to come to my office hours. I am always available. I have an open door, and I found you will find that this is a community where you will feel part of from the get-go. And so I'm excited for getting to know you further and for your journey with us.
Thank you. And again, I am so appreciative of this opportunity and what is to come. And again, being a part of change and solution here within the community that I reside in. So.
Ah, so beautiful. Absolutely.